Hey, there really is a lot more to see in Minnesota besides just corn. No, I'm bullshitting you. There isn't. Columbus discovered America. No, he didn't. The Vikings discovered America. The Norsemen. No, he didn't. Columbus. Alexandria, Minnesota. You know, they'd said in school that Columbus discovered America, but they also said that the Norsemen or the Vikings, had discovered America through the North Passage in North. Well, anyways, as you've already figured out, I'm not exactly a history buff, and my geometry skills are pretty bad. I don't know where anything is at, really. But anyways, I think Columbus landed in the Dominican Republic and said, to hell with it. There's too much snow up there. I'm going to call it good here in the Caribbean. That's what I think happened. Wow, this thing is huge. Yeah, I think Christopher Columbus, he landed in the Caribbean and said, I've discovered America. Besides, those fellers up there in Minnesota done named their football team after them other guys, the Vikings. To hell with it, he said. Then they found this big rock out there in the cornfield somewhere. It had all this ancient writing on it, which proved that the Vikings had brought this from the motherland, yada, 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 and proved they was here first. This is how it is, folks. Take it or leave it. After staring at it for a while, I did realize that it wasn't written in English, and it did probably come from other land, from overseas somewhere. And with all this ancient writing on it from another land that they've proven it come from there, I guess it proves that, Columbus didn't make it here, and that the Vikings did discover America. And they didn't bother the Indians, I don't think, but they did bring these iron tomahawk-looking things with them. Maybe they did some trading with the Indians and had a big dinner and turkey and stuff. Well, maybe that's a different story. One could assume that the Indians did trade with the Vikings, considering they had iron tomahawks, if you will. I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm not real sure, but I'm pretty good at making stuff up if it'll keep you hanging on long enough to subscribe. Well, I'll be honest with you. All this paper writing and all this stuff bored me out of my head, but seeing these two iron tomahawks that the Vikings brought over, which was the proof, I'd always wanted to see the proof. Now I've seen it. And here's a bunch of other stuff that went along with it. You may or may not in. Like I said, I'm not exactly a history buff. Yeah, I don't know much about anything, but I'll tell you one thing. I think I've had about all the history I can handle for one day. This stuff is hard, I need something to eat. Let's go down to Burger King. Kensington, Minnesota is where they found these artifacts, but they moved them to Alexandria. I guess maybe they didn't have a gas station large enough to put this shit in over there. Now, if you can read sideways, it does say that this was found in 1818, a long time ago. Of course, you can't have a museum unless you got artifacts and a bunch of stuffed animals that are 30 years old sitting around with dust on them. But I did learn from the size of that gray wolf paw there, I didn't want to mess with one of them unless I had a whole sack of pork ribs with me. These displays like this, where they have this 40-year-old taxidermy work standing there in front of you, makes it a lot easier to get pictures of every animal in North America. Got them all in one room stuffed in there like they live that way. I don't know what this here cash register has to do with the Vikings discovering America, but it reminds me of the time old Cuz robbed that gas station up there in Decatur. And there's an authentic Viking ship. This was a couple years before Johnson made a decent two-stroke. And several years later, a bunch of white people moved in from the East Coast, and Laura Ingalls had a little shack down on the creek in this very state. And this is what it looked like back then. Hey, Half Pint, go get Mr. Edwards and tell him to bring his fiddle. We want to have us a hoedown. Second thought, no, tell him to just shut it. Yeah, we got to pick up the pace just a little bit. There's a lot to see. There's still a Viking ship that's all varnished and really pretty that they've made here in the other building. Hey, if you like what we're doing and what's going on, like I said, I'm not a history buff, but you know what? I like to have fun. And if you like what I'm doing, don't forget to press the follow button or the like button or the subscribe button. Yeah, if I get 100 subscribers, I'm going to celebrate and buy myself a chicken dinner. Come on, help me out here. I love fried chicken. Anyways, I hope you enjoy what's going on. And all joking aside, Catherine and I would like to say thank you for tuning in. And we just simply like to have fun, go places, see things, learn things, and take lots of pictures. And let's face it, all of us are not going to get to go everywhere there is to see everything that there is to see. That's what I like about YouTube. You can go on YouTube on channels such as mine and go anywhere in the world. Sail the islands, climb the mountain. It's on YouTube. This is our channel, Misadventure. It's on YouTube as Rod Owsley Misadventure. Join us as we do some work on this boat in Carabel, Florida, and explore the Forgotten Coast and the Panhandle while we finish up this boat and get her back in the water. There's places to go and things to see, so come along with us. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Oh yeah, back to that Viking ship I was telling you about. How cool is this? I guess it's a real life-size replica of what one would actually look like. To go across an ocean in a boat that small? Hell no, not me. Not any day of the week. Men were either really brave back then or just out of their mind, batshit crazy over the boat thing. I get it. I really do. Minnesota has a lot more to offer than just this museum. This is really cool though. I always wanted to see the proof, the actual artifacts that definitely made sure that the Vikings got here first. But anyways, 10,000 lakes is what Minnesota is known for, the land of 10,000 lakes. Yeah, you can't drive hardly anywhere in northern Minnesota without running into water. It's just inevitable. But there is a lot of farm country in the western part of the state. This has been a big R production.